So this is a 3-tab shingle right here, okay? So you guys are gonna be driving around, you're gonna be seeing this a lot. A lot of the homes, that especially new builds, they consider this a new build shingle, okay? Now this 3-tab shingle is a lot thinner than your architectural shingle, which means it's more susceptible to wind damage. So a lot of the roofs that you see that look like this are probably gonna be missing shingles. Also, if you see that algae, you see those streaks on there, that's called algae. I know it doesn't look green, but it is algae, which tells you that the roof is more than 6 years old. Okay, so looking at it from the top, this is what a 3-tab shingle would look like. It's a very, very thin rubber, and so it's more susceptible, like I said, to wind and also hail. When hail hits one of these shingles, it definitely does some damage. Because what happens is whenever it impacts it, whenever it flies through the air and actually hits the shingle, it breaks up the granules. And then it affects the rubber, and then it can seep down to your decking, and then you have lots and lots of problems. So if you're out and about, be sure and show your customer this video, especially if they have a shingle like this. And make sure that you get them signed up at least for an appointment so we can go out there and take care of them and make sure they can get the help that they need, especially if they need to get this thing replaced, because you don't want it to get any worse, meaning it could cause leaks getting into your house and more damages going on inside your home. So another good way to know if you want to go knock on someone's door is what I call soft melts. So as you guys are driving around, you're going to notice things up on top of the roof that we call soft melts. There's some kind of ventilation, some kind of system that helps airflow, through the attic and through the house. And you can see these things right here that are circled. And they're made of basic metal, right? Like tin can, almost like a Coke can. So if hail has hit these things, or if they're a little off colored, or if they look like they're a little bit broke, or you see the dings as you're kind of walking around in the neighborhood and you notice these things, that's a good chance to go walk up there and see if maybe they need an inspection. Next thing, as you're walking up to the door, pay attention to like the window screens and some of the downspouts from like the gutters and stuff of the house. You can see here's a couple of the window screens and panels and things, and you can see where hail definitely had hit it, okay? Here's some downspouts, here's some soft metals and things that come straight off the house. So if you see this, you definitely want to get an appointment set with the customer, because obviously if hail has hit this area of the home, the shingles are definitely going to be hit too. So they definitely want to get their home inspector, get their roof inspected, because obviously hail has definitely hit it and it needs to be looked at, and let's get that appointment. Obviously, another good indication if you see this. If you see shingles missing on someone's house, you definitely want to go talk to them. Like I kind of talked about earlier, this is a 3-tab shingle. These 3-tab shingles are so light and they're so easy to rip off a roof. So the difference between a 3-tab and an architectural is what you see right here. On the left right there, it looks like bricks, flat bricks that are on there. And then on the right there, just like this one, it's got an architectural look. This is a real thick rubber that has layers on it, which makes it heavier sitting on the roof. Whereas this one's real light sitting on the roof. So obviously it's going to be a lot easier to rip off. But if you do see an architectural house that looks like this with an architectural shingle just like this, and you see the algae that's running down the roof here, you definitely want to knock on this door. That means this roof is probably aged and needs to be inspected.